So what we're going to look at right now is how you can create and pre-assign breakout rooms for your students in Zoom. Now it's important to remember this needs to be done on the Zoom website, the web version, and you can't do it, you can't pre-assign breakout rooms if you're logging in and creating your Zoom meetings in Canvas. So this is something we want to do from Zoom. So you're going to go to Office 365, All Apps, Zoom, sign in, and then what we're going to do is schedule a meeting. So you're going to put your normal meeting information in. And of course, we want to make sure that we check the only authenticated users can join. But right here, you'll notice the breakout room pre-assign. So I'm going to check that box. And it allows me to either create the rooms, and I could type that in manually, but it does take a little bit of time and it will only be for this meeting. I won't be able to use these breakout rooms if I want to schedule a new meeting. I'd have to recreate them. If you make this meeting repeating, the breakout rooms will stay, so you have that option as well. But what we're going to look at is importing from a CSV, and that way you'd have a file saved. So I'm going to click Import from CSV, and right here it says you can upload your CSV. So I'm going to, the first time I do it, I'm going to click download the template, and that's going to give me the template that I need to fill out so I can pre-assign breakout rooms. Now, after I click download, this is what comes up. We get an Excel spreadsheet that looks like this, and it's important to notice how this spreadsheet's set up. At the top, it has the pre-assigned room name. So room 1, room 1, room 2, room 2, room 3, room 3. If I wanted one called room 4, I can make room 4. All right, and then in column B, what we have is the email addresses of our students. So you would go through, and it might be helpful at first to get a report of your students' email addresses as well. So then you would just put those in this area, column B. And you'll notice that you're not building this across the row, you're building it through the columns. So test student 1 and test student 2 are both assigned to the same room, room 1, room 1. So you would just go through and assign all the rooms, and then you would also put all your students' names. Now you could put another email address right here, and you could also put room 1. The order doesn't matter as long as they're assigned a room. So I'm going to delete these two just from my example, and I'm going to save. And let me get back to my Zoom meeting that I'm scheduling. So right here, once we have our Zoom meeting scheduled, I'm going to browse to upload the file. And mine's going to be my downloads file because that's where I saved it. When I open it up, you'll notice it has room 1, room 2, room 3, and I can go ahead and manually add things here as well. But the benefit of having it on a CSV file is that I could go back and edit it to upload for future meetings. So it shows me in room 3, students test 6 and test 5 are there. In room 2, test 4, test 3. I can move, I can remove them. I could add a student just by adding their email address. And so a lot of cool features there. I would save. And then when I save my meeting, what's going to happen is if I'm in my meeting and I click on breakout rooms, I'm going to see all my breakout rooms that I pre-assigned all set up and ready to go. And then I can just push the students out. So just so you can see what it looks like after you've pre-assigned the rooms, uploaded that file, and then you started your Zoom meeting. Remember I had pre-assigned room 1, room 2, room 3. I'm going to go to my breakout rooms, and because I'm not in full screen, it's I have to click this more area. So I'm going to click breakout rooms, and then you notice here are my breakout rooms that I've pre-assigned. Now the nice thing is, even though they're pre-assigned, I can still rename, I could recreate, I could add a room if I need to all of a sudden. So it gives me quite a few different options. And you're not going to see any students here because no students have joined But hopefully that gives you an idea of the benefit of pre-assigning breakout rooms.